Alright, hey, what's up, everybody? This is Agascles Damus from GearWorks.com and the E2KG Network channel on YouTube, back with another episode of the Master Plan Narratives. This is episode number 304, and you are joining me in progress as I continue my Imperial campaign in Total War, Rome Total War. So, I'm in a bit of a pickle. I have lost a major battle on the open field against a very senior Macedonian general, costing me my two most capable generals. And now I have a bit of a problem. So, if you want to know exactly what my hardware setup is this evening for rendering the game capture, you're going to want to go over and check out the Streamer's Cookbook, episode number 302. That is where I'm packing all of the technical detail on all the equipment that I'm using to do my live streams or my game captures. Now, I'll just run through the inventory of the equipment, but all the details of their capabilities and how they're all configured and hooked up will be in that episode, so you can go check that out. So to just go through it very quickly, tonight I'm playing over on Desktop 4, which is my Uber box, which was originally built out to be my new primary streaming PC. Because no developers really support SLI, I wound up grabbing a graphics card out of my primary gaming PC, which was the secondary SLI card. Threw it in here. I've been doing VR over here as well, and this has now become an additional gaming station, and video editing and audio editing and all that stuff. So I'm playing over here. My equipment setup for the game capture is the Mirrorbox HD Video Capture USB 3.0 for the video capture device. For a webcam, I'm using the Logitech C930. For voiceover commentary, I'm using the Razer Sirene Elite. And then for getting the in-game audio into a pair of headphones to keep it away from the open-air mic, I'm coming out of the back of the 28-inch 4K monitor into a Behringer Xenix 302 USB hardware mixer, and then I'm plugged into the hardware mixer with a pair of earbuds, interlock earbuds, to listen into it. So let's go ahead and go. Computer, start a 30-minute timer. Computer, start a 30-minute timer.
30 minutes, starting now.
Computer, set volume 10. Okay. Alright. So what I'm contemplating now is I have a general embarked here. He is a new cub. So I do not want to get him into a position where he's out against this guy in the open field. But I am thinking now what I will do, because I just can't get the Macedonians to leave me alone. I'm thinking I'm going to send him over here to Thurman, make an amphibious landing, and start a march on Larissa. I'm hoping that Larissa is not well defended. Now, one thing that would be good for me to do... like every town can't produce a spy. I do not know. There doesn't appear to be a spy agent there. Now, I do have a spy agent in Sparta.
Your Honor.
I think I need to left click to select. Large town.
Secrecy is assured.
Okay, great. Passing by Corinth. Spy has some legs on him. He's covered some ground in one turn.
Moves depleted, sir.
Right. My original beef was with the Greeks, but I don't know. Something I did pissed the Macedonians off, and I don't know whether it was... it might have just been been because I transited through their territory. They're all up in arms, and I cannot get them to stop breathing down my neck, and this general in particular, because my family is so strapped for military talent right now, is a problem. So I arrived at that decision by doing town management all the way over here to Thurman. I think the only other thing I want to do, I worry a little bit about deploying.
Set sail!
I fear that I might be intercepted mid-transit during the computer's turn. I think that's all I can do, though. So we're going to go ahead and get a game save. So this is absolutely one of my favorite games of all time that I've spent the least amount of time with. And with 2018 kind of being a dog of a year for game releases, it's just really giving me the opportunity to dig into my backlog and catch back up. Yeah. Now there is the possibility. Looks like I may have lost that army. Sometimes you can participate in a naval engagement and you don't always necessarily lose the army. Ah, man. Now the question is, will I be able to keep the troops at Thurman? I think I want to give them a counteroffer. I am not going to give them Thurman. The only real reason is because I think I forgot to shut down Discord before I started gaming. Can I afford to give them a regular tribute? Would really prefer not to. Map information seems such a weak thing to offer, but I'm going to try and get away with it anyway. They bought it. Nice. Wait, no. I thought it was the Macedonians. Ugh. That's crushing, but at least I won't be at war with the Greeks. But the war with the Greeks wasn't really costing me anything. Ah, man, I had my hopes up so much that was the Macedonians. It really makes me angry. Positive cash flow, that's good. I wonder if that's what forced the Greeks to the table, that they had their own natural disasters to worry about. Wait, what? No, I don't know if that was the guy I had embarked on this ship. Yeah, I think that's my general. The one general that I actually had left. Great. Now what's monkeyed up is I think I still have active mission from the Senate to blockade this one city. They are going to be pissed if I blockade the city despite claiming to have agreed to a ceasefire. Now, yeah, I lost that bireme that had the guy on board.
Fleet ready! Set sail!
I gotta go initiate this blockade.
No more moves, sir!
Great. Yeah, I'm glad I didn't agree to that, man. If I would have agreed to give Thurman to the Greeks, man, that would have been toast.
At your service.
It's a large town.
Spying.
I am able to slip by him. That's good. I was afraid he was going to be blocking my wire. It's a very small garrison, but protected by a family member. Not a great military commander, though. And now I have a spy in the city. This is a good target to get them off my back. My problem is going to be this guy being in my way. And if they have any other formations maneuvering out in the field, but I don't think I have any choice. Nothing in the construction queue. Alright, that'll be good because it'll bump the size of the town. Nothing in the recruitment queue. No. Rather, I have construction already in process or recruitment already in progress. So I'm not going to add to the recruitment queue now, but I do need to get this bireme doing something.
Attack!
Not sure if that's the smartest thing, but oh. Let's not do that. Of course, the problem is that he may choose to flip around and attack me. I guess I really need to start massing a navy, which I was really trying to avoid doing. That will bump the size of Tarentum as well. Recruitment queue is already going. My problem continues to be leadership. My dearth of it. Family tree just does not go deep enough. Now, it looks like that Macedonian general. No, I was going to say he's departed the area. He's sitting right over there. Probably pillaging my countryside. Hold on. Just want to verify. Yep, no general. That's the one general I have there. I need to keep in the town to act as the governor. Which is really becoming a matter of attrition. I think I've done everything that I can this turn. Save. Yep, figured that was going to happen. Naval units in this game cannot withdraw.
Roll for your lives!
Oh, but we did escape.
No more moves,
That's
sir.
interesting. Alright.
Fleet ready!
Let's go ahead and make the Greeks angry, but the Senate happy. I know, but the Senate still wants me to blockade the port. I really can't afford it. At least when I've been at war with the Greeks, they're not actually doing anything. They're sitting and waiting to see if I attack them.
Ready to sail!
Yeah, what I'm gonna have to do,
Set sail!
I'm gonna have to start building a larger fleet. Is this my guy?
Ready to sail!
Well, there's nothing I can do but sail him back south. I can't afford to just hover up there the whole time.
No
For
more
3 or 4
moves,
turns,
sir!
waiting for the Macedonians to leave. I have no units in the field. So unfortunately, as has been the case a couple of times, a few times, while I've been playing so much of Rome Total War, this looks like, with it only being a 30-minute session, this looks like it's going to be a strategic-only episode where we may not get any battlefield engagements. Okay,
If
so I do have a unit now.
Forward!
My big problem now, of course, is that I don't have a general to lead these people. Alright, so I'm going to break into this. Nothing to do there. Thurman. So, with both of these towns, Thurman and Apollonia, again, they're the edge of the territory that I control. They are the front line against Macedonia. So I don't want to maneuver any troops out of garrison right now. Not while this guy's in the field. It's tough for me to tell, you know, how much we can take on with Larissa. Man. It's 120 plus units. This is not a small army. Now, if it takes too long, I am going to come out and maneuver against this guy. And again, at least put some pressure back on them on their front lines. But right now, I'm just kind of hunkering down, trying to rebuild. That's definitely not the most exciting thing to watch. hit with another game save. Go ahead and end the turn. So I've got about 2 hours more total that I'm going to put into Rome Total War before I consider switching off to something different later on in the week. Unfortunately, I got started very late tonight. Hopefully, I got rewarded for blockading Syracuse in the first place. Nope. So no money, but the eye of favor when it comes up time for the next election. Positive cash flow this turn. It's never a bad thing. Stables will help me build better army units, more cavalry. Something I could have definitely used the last few engagements. Wait, what? Now we're at war with Gaul? Why am I at war with Gaul? Wait. Is that a Gaul ship there? A Gaelic ship? I might just be smelling blood in the water with all the problems we're having with the Macedonians. So one of the keys for me is I want to get enough time put in on this game that I feel it warranted to invest any more money in other titles I've missed from the Total War series. Which now is a good time to do that with the Steam sale going on. Do I have units available to maneuver? Actually, I do.
Ready to sail.
It's Macedonian Navy. I want to merge these units. I'm going to create myself
Joining the fleet.
a sizable army, or navy rather. And what do they want us to do? They want us to blockade Athens? I might just have to start blowing the Senate off.
Fleet ready. Yes, Captain. No more moves, sir.
Alright. No more units maneuvering out in the field either. Let's head back to the towns. Hold on there. I should have checked. He has units to offer up.
Sir.
Does.
Forward.
One of the things that's always interesting me, man, are these guys about to... He's got 3 armies maneuvering in the field there.
Moves depleted, sir.
I could make the merge. Okay. Construction and recruitment are fine. So one of the things that's going to be interesting to see is to see if I do have to just sally forth a captain to start some of these engagements, and if that captain will then be married into the family or otherwise promoted.
Sir.
As I've mentioned on some of the more recent episodes, if you've checked any of those out, that like my favorite thing in this game is the family tree management, and really you can't be successful at it without building out a healthy family tree with good leaders and administrators and diplomats. The queue is empty. Vibius is next in line to succeed to the leadership of the family. Actually, I'm really kind of surprised how how long Tiberius is holding on. He's 62. I'm expecting him to fall any day. I'm having troops mass here. They can't really do much of anything. I wonder what's going to happen when I build a ship, if it's just going to automatically sit there and blockade or not. I can't really remember. So I'm not going to add anything to that queue. And then Thurman. Paved roads. And that'll be it. At this point, I'm really waiting on people to have kids, right? Let's see how broken my family tree is. So they could have children, but have not yet. Titus has not been married off. Cassius, Cornelius, Amulius, all dead. As well as Aulus. Now, Vibius is married off, and it's the factionaire. He needs to be having children, too. I don't know what's going on with these guys. Please let Macedon be coming to negotiate. Right. They keep pushing this agenda. We're gonna do counteroffer, so I'm not just gonna completely give up. I will offer them a ceasefire. I don't think I'm going to make any demand. I wonder if I should give them one extra thing. I'll try and get away with the map information. Great. So I might just be fighting this out to the bitter end. Come on, man.
Withdraw! Withdraw! No more moves, sir!
Another.
Our fleet is under attack!
What fleet? I don't even have that many ships. Is this the Greeks? Well, at least I won something. Oh, my problem is I don't even know where that navy is that was attacked. The guys who are still blockading Syracuse. I have no idea where those ships were that were involved in those other engagements. Hurting in the pocket. Whereas palaces are built in both of my major cities. Picked up one ship. What is going on with Gaul? They're just going after everyone. They're also at war with me. Now, large Macedonian town. Slowly and slowly looking more and more like I'm just gonna have to attack Larissa to shake things up. Still trying to take my time with it. Okay. Do I still have the Senate mission to blockade Athens? Yes. But what I don't have to do is I don't need to be blocking Syracuse.
Fleet ready! Yes, Captain.
What I'm hoping is that puts him within striking distance of
Our
rendezvousing
move, sir.
with
Fleet ready.
Admiral Decimus's fleet. Does.
Joining the fleet.
Now they are out of moves.
Ready to sail.
41 ships strong. It's not huge, but it's better than being picked off one by the blasted Macedonians. No troops. Send to expeditionary. Blacksmith should help with some military increase in technology of military units available. We
General,
can give up a unit of Hastati.
move out. Combining troops.
Now again, the way I play this is the long game, right? So really what I want to do is get a fleet
Imperator.
up to pick these
Onward.
forces up.
Combining troops.
But I've got to pay attention to the Senate and keep them happy, so I'm going to have them try and make it to Athens to instantiate that blockade first. And then that might be the same navy that I have come back to pick those guys up. Rather than having my one fleet try and do both. If I keep building up troops, I'm gonna have to. Man, there's no way I can attack that guy. But if I fill the garrison up, I'm definitely gonna have to do something. There's no question about that. Let's get another game save. And yeah, at this point, things are just too critical for me to, like, blow off not doing a save one turn. Computer, stop the timer. Alright, well look, that is going to do it for me for this episode of the Master Plan Narratives, episode number 304. I will be back with episode number 305, possibly very shortly. Possibly not until, another full day at work. But if you are swinging by the YouTube channel to check out this archive version of the video, I do appreciate it. Summertime is just kind of a nice, cool time for me to get involved in a big, meaty strategy game. I just didn't necessarily feel like taking on something new that I didn't have some time in, at least. I haven't put a ton of time into Rome Total War, but I at least understand the basic paradigms and systems. I just kind of always blow off and put off deep diving on it, so finally getting around to that now. So thanks once again for joining in. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.